Hi, I'm Thomas. Welcome to Pilot's Workshop. I guess most of you already know this video. This of course is the video of the Wintergatan Marble Machine that this guy built entirely by hand with regular tools for his vision of taking it on tour playing for audiences with his band Wintergatan. Since the machine turned out not reliable enough to use it on stage, he is now building a new one, using all the might of 3D modeling, CNC machining, and a team of engineering students that since the recording of this video I have been a part of myself during my last couple of weeks of university. I had been following Martin's video series since the beginning. So when he suddenly published this...
Hello everyone and good Monday to you all. I'm wondering if any one of you wants to build this part for the Marble Machine X. We have created a form for you to fill in. Please do not email us.
I did just that. And long story short, he picked me for the job. So I got to work right away. I would say that the main theme of this video could be repetition. The parts in question are not complicated, but their sheer number made this a lengthy process. I started by cutting my 12 meters of material to length. Since that's a lot of cutting, I made a quick jig to help with that. After a bit of deburring, followed the step that would take the longest in those parts, which is cutting the 50mm long threads in each of them. Slow, repetitive tasks like that can really drive you crazy. So it's all about finding your rhythm. With this huge chunk of work out of the way, it was time to bend them. The important thing here was not to mess up the rods. So I made the bend at a spot that would leave a few millimeters on both sides to take off after. This step turned out to be quite easy on a normal vise. Adjusting the length of both the short and the long side happened on my large belt sander. Once again, the ends needed to be deburred. Since I didn't make the threads too long in the first step, they were a bit short after adjusting the lengths. Since I wanted all of them to be precisely according to the drawing, I added the next step, where I finalized them by cutting the final 2 to 3 millimeters. This time I used normal cutting oil, so that I would be able to see my markings. Now we're quickly approaching the finish line. A small but important step was the removal of the inside bend radius, to create the two clean registering surfaces. To make sure the rods would fit in any situation, I created a small undercut in the corner. Finally, I checked every rod for straightness. Since the 4mm round stock comes in pieces of 6 m length, they can have a slight but varying bend radius. The easiest way to correct this was with a hammer on a hard and flat surface. Of course, the connecting rods were not the only part on the drawing. The barrel nuts still had to be made. But to make my life a bit easier, Alex from the Wintergatan team sent me these standard nuts that were just a bit too long for what Martin needed. So I shortened them equally on both sides. And after some rust protection and mild sanding, all 90 parts were ready to be shipped. By that time they were already impatient to make some music. This is Pilot's Workshop. Thank you for watching.